Hey YouTube, iTechnology Today here, and I just picked up a 13-inch MacBook, and this is not a MacBook Pro. It is the aluminum MacBook that Apple released in 2008, which it sounds like a long time ago, but it's been upgraded and its specs are comparable to today's 13-inch MacBook Pros. Apple only had the aluminum MacBooks for 1 year, from 2008 to 2009, and in 2009 they said that it was so close to the MacBook Pro they'll just call it a MacBook Pro, and so they only have the polycarbonate MacBooks now. Personally, I prefer aluminum. I wouldn't get a plastic Apple computer, so I ended up with this. It's almost identical to the 13-inch MacBook Pro today. A few differences, which I prefer actually, is that one of the biggest things is right here on the bottom, you got this little switch, and the bottom pops off here, so you can still change out your battery or your hard drive, and the RAM is underneath. So on today's Apple computers you can't change any of that. You're pretty much stuck with what they give you, which I'm not fond of. Another difference is here with the ports. You have your MagSafe, your Ethernet, your 2 USB, your mini DVI, audio and video in, audio out, and your lock. It's missing the FireWire 800, which was a pretty controversial back in 2008 when these came out about not having FireWire. On the other side you got your slot loading super drive, and on the front here you got your sleep indicator and your infrared receiver, and that's about it for the outside. I'll open it up here for you guys. It's got a LED backlit display. It's a 13-inch. You can see right here it says MacBook. This is a model that came with the backlit keyboard. There was actually 2 models of the MacBook you could get, and this one came with the backlit keyboard, which is great. It's actually really helpful. It got the glass trackpad with multi-touch, and this computer is currently running Leopard, but I'm going to upgrade it to Snow Leopard. It is, I don't know if you can read that or not, it has a 2.4 gigahertz processor with 4 gigabytes of RAM and a 250 gigabyte hard drive, which is almost identical to the current MacBook Pros, but the processor is 0.2 gigahertz slower. So not a big loss for me. I actually got this, it's used, but it was $800, which is a great deal. And I love being able to change out this because I'll eventually upgrade the hard drive, and it has a 5-hour battery in it. It's what it came with. I'm gonna probably try to find a 10-hour battery I can put in here, but so far it's been a great computer. It's my first Apple computer ever, and I've been messing around with it, and you can probably expect to see some changes in the video quality in our next few videos, because I'll start editing on Final Cut instead of on my Premiere, which I've been using. So the 13-inch Apple MacBook is definitely a great laptop if you can get it. It's worth the price. You can get it now for used, because these really were an innovation for their time. They're way ahead. They have specs that are still comparable to today's MacBook Pros, so the used price is really great if you can find one, which there aren't actually that many, but if you can find one, they're a great deal. So I definitely give it 2 thumbs up. Probably the best computer I've ever owned.